This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 148, where we focus on relationships, sports, pop culture, and politics from a man's point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners. Our new ones are OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, a mayor's husband was arrested on drug charges.
Now that's how you get her to sign the divorce papers.
You ain't lying, dog. Hey, we have some good news to announce.
Is Megan Thee Stallion an actual JV groupie?
I don't think so, my guy. Yeah, a football player falls for a horrible practical joke. And Naomi drops out of the French Open. All that and more. Right now. This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we're helping you to understand the man you love. Let's get into the news. Kamal, Marlon Wayans said Harvey Weinstein gangstered the Wayans family out of the Scary Movie franchise.
That's never a good thing.
Never a good thing, man. Weinstein and Epstein are bad guys, said Bill Gates. He couldn't believe it, dog.
Can't believe this stuff, man. This is all news to him. Next thing he's gonna tell him is Kevin Spacey was doing some weird stuff. What? I had no idea,
Man.
I'm not that informed, guys.
No, I'm not.
I'm not that informed. Yo, a mountain lion broke into a home in San Bruno, California, after spotting a hunter's dead animal trophies on the wall. He saw those animals. He decided to come on in. But when reached for comment, the lion was like, yo, why is everybody tripping? I was just trying to collect my first trophy.
Hey, that's how y'all do it, right?
Right. We putting our kills on the wall. I got a spot.
Hey, man, I've been killing. I just ain't been putting them on the wall.
Yeah, man. I'd like my first trophy to be the great hunter.
Yeah, let me get a little get back.
Yeah.
I love that, man. Hey, check this out, man. Technology in cars will allow them to communicate with other cars.
Always a good thing.
Always, man. This will help them to avoid accidents unless one of the cars is texting. Yeah, that won't go well, man. That's not going to be good.
Those millennial cars, man. You can never...
You just
can't trust them to do the right thing.
You can't, man. I think it's cool that cars are going to be able to talk to each other. But what if you're just driving along and your car smacks into another car? You're like, what's going on? Your car's like, that bitch talk too much. That's what's going on. Some cars don't play that shit, come out.
Eldorados
don't play that
Cadillac
bullshit.
Sevilles.
Cadillac Sevilles is not here for the bullshit, dog.
I'm laughing at the fact that somebody go put some 5G in the old ass Eldorado.
You know somebody gonna do that shit.
They got the 5G, the 77 L dog. I would. Yo, according to the New York Times report, countries are training dogs to sniff out COVID in people.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's really innovative. But Kyle, I'm already vaccinated. I don't need them to do that. I need them to train dogs to sniff out STDs. That's what I need. Yeah, man.
Now we talking.
Something useful.
Yes. Take the dog to the club.
This is my emotional support animal. Okay.
Right. Listen, white women take their dog everywhere. Niggas take their dogs to the club.
Yeah, like, hey, dude, go check her out.
Hey. It's game day, baby.
Before I buy this drink. Before I buy her this drink, go check her out.
Before I waste my money on this drink, let me know if she clean. That's funny, man. In an effort to look noble, Instagram is allowing users to disable the likes feature on their posts, Kamal.
No, okay.
That's dumb, man. I think that's dumb. Telling an Instagram user they can post without likes, it's like telling a guy, you know you can have sex without finishing. Or telling a stripper, you know you can fuck for free, right?
Wow. This is not what it's intended for. How about this one, man? A writer for Insider.com set out to see who had the better fried chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
Burger King or McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And after she ate all 6 sandwiches, Kyle, we finally have a winner.
Who won?
Heart disease. Heart disease, yeah, man. Those fried chicken sandwiches, man, heart disease wins every year. Close second is diabetes.
I tell you who's making the most money. Harrison Ross. Is it Harrison Ross? Is that what it's called? The mortuary?
They promoting this shit out of it. They putting posters.
Yeah, they actually sponsored the contest. According to a study, at the peak of lockdown in 2020, the suicide rate actually fell, Kamal. Yeah, it's worse now, which just proves that being on lockdown is sad. But going back to work, unbearable, man. That shit.
Damn it. Too bad the stimmy can't last forever.
Thank God for the stimmy, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. That's depressing when you think about it. I might have to actually go back to work and deal with these motherfuckers. Man. Oh, man. A team of scientists announced Monday that they had partially restored the sight of a blind man.
Really?
Yeah, man. That is technology for your ass. But, Kyle, the scientists admit it's not the end of the road, but it is a major milestone towards getting Stevie Wonder to finally see it's time to let them braids go. This is what they've been working on for years. They noticed it was a problem. And somebody was like, look, man, we just got to show him. We got to show Stevie.
He not going to hear us. He got great hearing, but he ain't listening.
He ain't listening.
Fuck it. Let's just show today. I can show you better. I can tell you, Stevie.
I can show you. So they set out to restore the sight of blind people.
They started with this guy. Like, we're going to work our way to Stevie.
This guy.
I guarantee you he going to be rocking out Michael Jordan's Battle of the Bar soon.
And they'll know for sure if it was a success when this guy cuts off his George Jefferson.
There it is, bro. There it is. Nigga got a braided George Jefferson. That's what's crazy. Ah, man. Hey, man, President Biden will meet with Putin later this month, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Biden says he wants a stable and predictable relationship with Russia, to which Putin said, hey, I still want to see other countries, man. Stable and predictable kind of sounds like a marriage to me, dog.
Nah, they don't be tied down to a democracy, man.
Most
dictators don't. Nah, they want to, they want to play the field. They want to play the world.
Especially when you do all them damn push-ups and sit on that horse, man. You want everybody to see what you go. You want them to know you cockstrong, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
You do that for one woman.
Kyle Erby. This
up,
week marks the 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa Race Massacre.
Wow.
Yeah, man, where white rioters ravaged the wealthy black neighborhood of Greenwood, also known as Black Wall Street, killing hundreds of black people while robbing black Americans of multi-generational wealth. Yeah, man. Yeah. Or, as Donald Trump described it, when America was great.
The good old days, as he says.
The good old days.
Yeah, man. The where he's trying to make America great again, as he's trying his best.
Oh yeah. If they had their druthers.
Oh yeah, please. You kidding me? Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of Trump, according to USA Today, 25% of Americans say Donald Trump is the true president of the United States. Come on.
Wow, that many?
25%. And 100% of people in Zimbabwe think he's a president because they had to send those Trump won T-shirts somewhere. Yeah, they had to do that, man.
Those poor Zimbabweans.
Yeah, they still rock them Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl champion shirts.
That's where they get their wrong news from. That's where they get their, what's it called, alternative facts?
Yeah, fake news, man.
They get their fake news from T-shirts.
For them T-shirts that they get in the mail.
Man, get them motherfuckers some dial up.
Thank you, man. That's bullshit.
Finally, Kyle, Mike Tyson, our main man, Iron Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he claims that when he was in prison, he slept with his counselor to shave off time on his sentence.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you can pull it off, I mean, I guess. And upon hearing this, R. Kelly asked if his prison had any junior counselors.
That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, he likes the idea.
Loves it, man.
Loves the idea, but his one caveat is, junior
old.
counselors.
My counselor's a little old. She's 25.
My counselor's a little seasoned.
Yeah, they got any interns. Oh, man, it's ridiculous, man. When we come back, we have some feedback. Then after that, we have a post-nut story from a woman who hooked up with a slow kid on her block. We'll talk about it soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working. You might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get in her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake to Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl, even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, Hobie.
Do we now?
Yes, we do, man. Let's see. This one came from Camille in Atlanta. She said, hey, I hope the MRA podcast talks about Naomi Osaka getting fined. I'm enjoying the show. We are going to talk about that today, Camille.
Oh, coolness.
Yes. Also, Stacy in Redland said, I listen to your show at the gym. Thanks for putting out good entertainment every week. You two are crazy. I find myself yelling at you while I'm on the treadmill, but you're helping me to stay in shape. So it's totally worth it. Hey, that's what we do, Camille.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, providing that fuel so she can have a hot girl summer.
Absolutely, man.
That anger. Just channel it somewhere.
Whatever we can do to help.
That's why my ex-wife is running around the block. You know what I'm saying?
Still mad at you.
Still mad at me, man.
When we come back, we have a post nut from a woman who hooked up with the slow kid on her block. We'll talk about it next. It's the MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
Nah, he didn't. But our listener Big Easy Q told us all about it and we can relate. Women, men. So listen, if you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode.
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top crime. Especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up. We'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, the results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher. I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. That's Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. And now it's time for a post-nut mode story, only on the MRA Podcast. All right, this one is from Mariana in New York. When I was in high school, I was real shallow. I had myself a little image or whatever, so I had to live up to it. I'm gay now, but back then I was a freak. I was bi. I was down for whatever. I had this boy that lived down my block. He always used to crush on me. I wasn't messing with him because he was a lame. Plus, he was a little slow, but he was a nice guy. One time he comes over. He's helping me to clean my house before my mom gets home. Somehow we got on the subject of him having a big member. I was like, whatever, yo. Niggas be fronting. Every nigga claim he packing or whatever. Kid pulls it out and it's a legit baby arm. She said she got WAP. Her WAP was activated. She said, forget it. Let me try. She has intercourse with this dude. She says it was good. She said not only was it big, but he wasn't a 2-minute brother like the rest of them cats I was messing with. He was the first boy that ever made me climax more than once. I got mines like 3 or 4 times. That's amazing, Kamal.
Yeah. He was in high school, too.
High school making the multiples, man. I'm very jealous. She said, but after a while, he wouldn't finish. It was good at first. It went from the best I ever had to me telling him to wrap it up. Then, to make matters worse, my mom comes home and catches us. If he had just been a 2-minute brother like the rest, she would have never known. See, finally 2-minute brothers getting some props, Kamal.
Man. You know, where was this chick when I was in high school?
You know what I'm
Where was
saying?
this praise?
Yeah, where was the praise for the 2-minute brothers, man? This is about time. Well overdue. She said, Mom used to threaten me that if I didn't clean my room, she was going to tell everybody that I hooked up with Shelton. That was his name. Shelton was a good guy, but I couldn't do it. Good dick wasn't worth everybody knowing. That's from Mariana in New York. Kamal, how about this mom, this parenting skills?
Yeah, it's kind of way out. Apparently, mom is just as shallow as the daughter.
Yes.
I'm not upset. Oh, she might be upset, but maybe
Yes.
she was upset that it was with Shelton.
But maybe she was upset. But the crazy thing about it is she's actually using this as motivation to get things done. Yes. I will tell the world that you let old boy down the street hit it. You're supposed to be big time. If you don't get that room clean, yes, Mom, I'm sorry, Mom. Yes, Mom.
Yes, Mom, I'm sorry. Oh, no, don't do it, Mama. I'm sorry. Get in there, clean up that room. I got to say this, man, Kyle. I got to applaud you for giving us the radio edit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, for the folks at home, this was probably the most graphic letter I've seen.
Post nut.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's called post nut, but this one was graphic. And Kyle gave y'all the radio edit.
I'm glad. Thank you for pointing that out, man. Yes, this was on the fly. Had to edit it because, she got a little graphic. But it's all anything for our audience, come out.
Oh, yeah. This almost could have been played on Disney Plus.
Almost.
Almost, Kyle. Maybe.
Hey, man, we come back. Did Puff shoot a shot with J-Lo? We'll talk about it. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey man, you know, what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Kamal, I saw this picture. I thought it was a fake account, bro. I had to go to Puffy's Instagram myself, and yes, indeed, it was there. It was a picture of Jennifer Lopez and Puffy with the TBT caption, Throwback Thursday. I could not believe it, but it tells me he must be listening to our show, Kamal, because you said it when J-Lo started hollering at the exes that maybe Puff should get a shot. How you feel about this TBT, man? I'm going to say before you, man, let me hop in this first, man. I thought it was disrespectful to Ben Affleck. Who she's been hanging out with. But he might be a rival. He might be a rival to Puffy because he did get with J-Lo after Puffy. So all is fair in love and war, especially when dude ain't your guy. But I'm telling you right now, I felt like, wow, that's hella disrespectful, man. I thought it was a bold move, though. I got to applaud the boldness of the move, and I hope it leads to some ass. What you say, bro?
Well, I put it out in the universe.
You did.
I put it out in the universe, man, because I'm like, yo, she's giving exes, you know what I'm saying, second chances. Yeah, man, like, what's up with Puff? Because honestly, man, Puff has stated on the record, man, like he was really into Jennifer Lopez and, you know, wasn't that Karen Hunter and J-Lo. Those are the ones he kept like, those were his loves.
Yeah, the ones that got away.
Yeah, those are the ones that got away and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't think it's disrespectful at this time, man. I think that, well, I don't know if that's if that's Ben Affleck's girl, then I guess so. But
you're saying in this before it's been announced while they're courting, while they kind of messing around.
But chick is dating, going out on dates and stuff like that. Puff was like, hey, what about me?
Wow.
He's shooting his shot. I don't think it's disrespectful yet.
What about vacationing together, my guy? Like they've been on vacations.
They're rich, Kyle. They're rich.
That's just dates for them.
Exactly.
Slow down.
That's
nigga.
That's going to norms for me.
Norms?
Taking the chick to norms, man.
Man, if I ever caught you taking your date to Norm's Diner, bro, we got to talk about it. We really got to talk.
I'm too old for Norm's, is that what you saying?
It's just, that's nuts. Man, Norm's is on La Cienega, man, surrounded by top-end restaurants, man. You got to spend a little bit more, dog.
Oh, man, any of those top-end restaurants got the waffles with the whipped cream and the T-bone steak all for $8.99, Kyle?
Especially before you get the STD dog, man. There's no need to waste your money.
I got the STD dog, and I'm in Norm's. I'm killing the game.
Hey, man, when we come back, a man falls to his death trying to hide from his wife. We'll talk about it. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
And why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
According to Vlad, a Brazilian artist named MC Kevin fell to his death on a couple weeks ago, I think, after panicking and falling from a hotel balcony after believing his wife would catch him in a threesome with a woman I think he might have met that day. Kamal. So he meets this girl. He's having a threesome with his buddy. It's really a train because it was 2 dudes and a girl. According to Patrice O'Neal, that is called a train. His wife comes. Wife's, by the way, a criminal lawyer. 33 years old. He was 23. That lets you know something about her, man. When you get a woman that's older and who's a professional, who's been to college, that's a certain type of woman, my guy. That's a certain type. They tend to be, they know what they want. Sometimes they know what kind of man to get to execute what they want, if I said that correctly. Sometimes they could be a little manipulative. The one that's older usually knows how to manipulate the younger one. So I ain't saying he didn't want to get married. I ain't saying he wasn't ready to get married, but I am saying I know why he did not want to get caught.
Oh, yeah, he definitely didn't want to get caught. A criminal
She's
lawyer,
a criminal
too.
Lawyer, my guy.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
You know,
and they had just gotten married weeks earlier in a lavish ceremony, and I'm wondering who paid for the ceremony? Because it makes a difference, Kamal. If it's him, a piece of him might think, I paid for all this, I gave her what I wanted, I could do my thing. But if she paid for all that, I could also see why he'd be terrified.
Well, I don't know if she's Brazilian or is she Mexican. I don't know, but I know a lot of these countries, man. She's a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, after like the 6th grade, man, like education costs. That's like for like, rich people.
Mm.
So I don't know which country she originated from, but not all of them. You can't just go to the 12th grade and get some student loans and go to college. Like, that shit don't fly in other countries, homie.
Did not
she's
know
a
that.
lawyer. Oh yeah, you got to have some cake. So maybe she comes from family. I mean, comes from money.
Comes from bread.
She might come from bread. And this guy's a hot rapper, and she's like, I want him. And he's like, oh my gosh, this is a powerful family. I mean, let me roll with this. This is the honor. But he still wants to do his thing. And then he gets that knock at the door. Maybe, his room service or something like that. He keeps the stroke going. Then he hears that voice. Kevin!
Oh, God. He called him by all 3 names like his mama used to.
Yeah. MC Kevin! He's Kevin. Like, shit, is my wife.
Oh, no.
And this motherfucker, man, he was so scared of getting caught that he risked his life to jump from the balcony. Not hang from the balcony, not like hide on, and then jump from the balcony. Because he knew his wife was going to do a thorough search.
Oh, my God.
Of that hotel room. And the only way he can get away is if he was not there.
Kamal.
He miscalculated.
Hilarious. She wasn't going to beat his ass, but she was going to do something for a lot of men that's so much worse. She was about to make him very uncomfortable for a long time. She was going to cross-examine him, tell him that everything was a lie. So a lot of times, ladies, you believe if we hitting something else, it means we don't love you. That is not true. That is not true. Honestly, I believe some of the bullshit that's in y'all head, ladies, is the reason why MC Kevin is dead right now. Because his wife was going to make certain assumptions. Well, this means this. You're doing this. That means you don't care. You're doing this. That means you were lying to me. Listen. He just wanted to have some fun with his boy. It was nothing against you. That means I'm not good enough. That means I'm getting fat. And it does not mean you're getting fat. It does not mean you're not good enough. It just means he wanted to hit something else. Me and Kamal, we're men. When we hear about this, we hear about a man that just got married and he went and had a threesome. I know I'm just going to speak for myself. I'm not thinking, oh, man, he must not love his wife. You know what I'm thinking?
The thought never crossed my mind, Kyle.
Not once, Kamal.
Yeah.
Not once.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, go ahead.
I was thinking that he probably needed to have some powder on his hands for some better grip. If you about to start scaling the wall, you gotta have your escape tools. Like,
boy, you better powder them hands up first, bro.
I know.
You need to work on that gymnast stroke, that up and over thing.
Yeah, upper body strength.
Game.
Yeah,
your dismount game is boo boo, my guy.
Poor MC Kevin, dog, because this is the saddest, funniest story I've ever heard. Because at first I was like, oh man, damn, he's dead. But wow, like this, just the whole reasoning behind it.
Yeah, man,
it's hilarious.
That's guy thing.
But
for us to laugh, it's a guy thing like this come out. Because I'm telling you right now, man, you my guy, man. Good friend of mine. We go all the way back to high school. One of my closest humans I'm close to on this planet. But if you die like this, I laugh my ass off, dog. I'm telling you right now.
I would expect everybody to. I especially like when they come, I discover the body, and it's like, dude, just asshole naked, sprawled out. It's like, what the fuck happened to this? Like the bellhops and all that robot. Like, what the fuck?
They got to put a sheet on my guy.
I got to clean this motherfucker up, dude. I'm not touching this motherfucker.
And then his wife put hands on the other woman, beat her ass like it was her fault. And I just think I don't know, man. I think if you would have been more cool, wifey, your husband's not jumping.
You know what? I'm starting to think, man, criminal lawyer, if this is Brazil, Kyle, or Mexico, where she's based out of, she might got a rough reputation, man. She's representing killers and dope dealers, and she's like, you know what, man, I can give one of these guys a case pro bono, and in return, and getting your ass for me.
I can't imagine.
They can disappear, They can disappear MC Kevin because he was petrified.
Yeah, man.
You know.
He had a right to be scared, man. We come back, a New York mayor's husband, speaking of a right to be scared, might have messed up her chances to get reelected. Who's at fault? We'll talk about it next. It's the MRA Podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you say we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree.
Maybe you disagree.
Or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out. Or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise, we'll be gentle.
The husband of a mayor in the state of New York was arrested and accused of being part of a mid-level cocaine trafficking ring. He was charged with drug and gun possession. Kamal, you sent me this story, man. Tell me how you feel about this, man. This guy, to me, is a candidate for the This Nigga Here award. Tell us about it, dog.
Oh, man, candidate. He's running away with this one. He's the odds-on favorite. This is his award to lose. MC Kevin was in the running.
MC Kevin, he was running.
He was
literally in the running.
But he fell out.
He fell
out, unfortunately. He had to drop out. Oh, I'll be going to hell for that one.
It's ridiculous.
I'm so sorry to MC Kevin's family. How do you say sorry in Brazilian? God, I don't know.
I don't know, man, but that's some bullshit.
Yo, man, this guy, let me explain something to you, Kyle.
Yes, please.
One thing I know about politicians is they're very ambitious. Very few of them just get in just to like help solve problems and like get in and get out.
Hell no.
A lot of politicians, they see this as a career. All right. So the first I'm the councilman or, alderman, and then I'm a mayor. Then after that I want to be a congressperson, and then a senator maybe, and then a vice president, a president, or I'm part of the cabinet. I'm secretary of state, or I am, all these people started out, not all of them, but a lot of them started out as like mayors of small towns and stuff like that before they got their shit up, right? Or like in some local government. Mm-hmm. So this woman probably had, some dreams.
Guaranteed.
And this fucking guy just shattered all those dreams.
Yes, man.
With the dumbest decision,
man,
ever. This guy's wife is the mayor. And he's operating a drug ring in her house.
He got busted with 31 grams of powder in his possession that police believe is cocaine, as well as a semi-automatic rifle, an unregistered handgun, all in the house where his wife is trying to get her third term as the mayor of Rochester, New York. Now, the mayor denied any involvement in her husband's troubles. She said that they've been signed separation agreement, but continued to co-parent. Well, damn it, they was doing more to co-parent because he got his shit in your house.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Maybe she didn't know. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna assume she didn't know. But this looks bad. Even if she didn't know, she knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That if I'm running against her, she knew.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
Come on.
If she couldn't figure out that the motherfucker living in her house was running a drug ring, how's she gonna figure out, crime, all of that shit? She hires the police chief, Kyle.
Dude, the mayor is so linked to crime. Unlike the president is linked to crime. The mayor, like you said, hires the police chief. So the crime rate and the mayor go hand in hand. And if her husband is a criminal that's doing crimes in the house, Kamal, I got to call my guy out, man. You got to see the bigger picture. I know as a man, it is hard when your wife wears the pants as far as having a career. She got the real job. Because here's the thing about black women, Kamal. Black women are in college at a much higher rate than black men, as far as just go to any HBCU, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's 7-1, Kamal?
Something like
the
that.
Women to men. It's a lot of black women compared to the black men. So black women are ambitious. They're setting their goals. They're becoming counselors. They're becoming principals. They're becoming CEOs. They're becoming mayors. They're killing it. They're becoming governors. They're killing it. And a lot of times, she wants a roughneck. But the problem is, if you're attracted to a roughneck, or if you are that roughneck who is, getting by off your wife's stable job, I know it is embarrassing that she is wearing the pants. You do not want your wife wearing the pants in your house, in your relationship. But you got to see the bigger picture, man. If you're going to be doing dirt, you shouldn't be handling the dirt, and it shouldn't be in her house. You should be supervising the dirt if you got to do the dirt.
Yeah, but like the mystery boss at the end of the, he turns around. It's like, she was the husband the whole time.
No, yeah, they make them look, make them dig. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should, if you love your wife, make TMZ hide in the bushes to catch you cheating. If you love your wife, make the cops work hard to find out that you're doing dirt. Even
if he didn't love his wife, he's got to see, like you said, the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's more advantageous for you to have an ex-wife who's a U.S. senator.
Yes.
Than the ex-wife who's a disgraced mayor of a small town in New York State.
Come on, man. The plugs, man, the connect you got to have. You got to see the bigger picture. Look at the people that you're shaking hands with. Even if your wife isn't crooked, let's just assume she's not because we don't want her to be. Think about the people she can introduce you to.
Right.
That might be crooked, or that might can plug you, or maybe they don't even have to know about anything crooked, Kamal. But if you got to connect with the guy who's over the Coast Guard and you can get him to ship your legal stuff in, you can slip something else in there. But you got to see that, fellas. Are you hearing what we're trying to tell you, man? When you got a golden opportunity, don't let your ego fuck it up because you want to stand on your own 2 feet with your own hustle.
Thing about it is, Kyle, he is too close to the proverbial man. I'm not saying that she's a man. I'm just saying, like, his wife is the man.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you still committing crimes?
You don't need to.
You don't need to. You can't figure out. You can't go to the University of Phoenix and get you a second career. I mean, really.
Because honestly, Kamal, if you can get that high in the drug game, that means you have business smarts. Mm-hmm. You're a businessman, period. You don't have to. Look, in the hood, sometimes that's our only option, dog. And so that's how we get trained, and that's how Jay-Z got trained on the streets. That was his only option in his mind. He ain't got to do that shit no more.
No.
You got to know when you ain't got to do that shit no more, fellas. You got to be able to say all money ain't good money. Anybody ever play dominoes can tell you that. When we come back, guys like to pull off pranks, but this one went way too far. We'll talk about it. It's the MRA Podcast. Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support. And you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming. Okay, Kamal. You told me something earlier in the meeting that I never noticed about football names and basketball names. This man has a football name. His name is Juantarius Bryant. Is he Mexican? It's Juan. No. Not just Juantarius.
Juantarius.
It's a guaranteed black name. Guaranteed football name. Juantarius Bryant played his college ball for the D1AA school Austin P. He was pretty good, but not good enough to get drafted. So when he got a text message from the Atlanta Falcons saying, hey, we got some shirts in Zimbabwe, and they also said, you want to come to training camp? He was geeked up. His dream had finally come true. But when he arrived at training camp, they told him the text did not come from them. One of his friends must have played a horrible joke. Kamal, let me tell you something, bro. We are the MRA Podcast. We do ride for the dudes. But sometimes something is so obviously a dude thing. This right here, dude thing. One of the people in the couple is having a threesome, jumps out the window when the spouse shows up. That's a dude thing. Guaranteed. You don't have to tell me the gender. I know. Dude thing. One of the people in the couple is selling drugs while the other one
is the mayor.
Guess the gender. I'm going to put all my money on the nigga is selling the drugs. Now, women have their things too, but I doubt she's going to be selling drugs. She might be selling ass. She might be selling.
A member of the couple is snooping through the other member's phone.
No, we know who's doing that. That's the woman. But this right here is the dude come out. This is some bullshit right here, man. I'm sorry, man. We boys, as I said earlier, one of my favorite friends. But I couldn't imagine doing this kind of practical joke on you. The only way I can imagine doing it is if I hit you back 5 minutes later, be like, my bad, just kidding. That's the kind of joke you got to do in person to see how it lands. But to go through this on the phone and have my man show up and have to have his face cracked, that's unacceptable, bro. What the hell? What say you, man?
Well, I don't know if Quandary is the brightest star in the galaxy, man, because he actually fell for this. And I don't think his boys thought that he was actually going to roll down there in his gear. Posted on the ground like they got my shot. You know what I'm saying?
Why would he not? The coach said, dude, you always get a text that says, hey, come down. I don't know how it works. I didn't get this text. But, man, I don't know, man. How would you not think that it was the Atlanta Falcons hitting you up?
I don't know, because it's like, unless he has some connection with the coach, and like, hey, this is Jerry, we met last week, but this is just like, hey, this is such and such from the Atlanta Falcons, and we love to have you come out, and it's like it's going through him and not like an agent, or it's not going from like one of his former coaches.
Yeah,
it just sounds a little suspect, Kyle, just on its face.
Mm-hmm.
And he went down there and he was molded, as we used to say back in the day.
Molded, corroded, your pants are exploded.
His pants were definitely exploded.
Yes.
But the good thing is Atlanta being like realizing the mistake and not wanting to leave the dude out there. I think they agreed to give him a tryout, Kyle.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. I heard Atlanta was like, you know what, fuck it. You can come out there. You probably won't get the gig, but
no, you're not getting the gig. But man, big up to Atlanta for giving him a tryout, because here's the thing, man. There's so many talented people come out that just need a shot. Mm-hmm. They just need a shot, man. And if you can do it, you should be able to have a shot. Man, what is one more guy in the DB drills gonna hurt? I mean, you could be, especially if something come out, like basketball, comedy. It does not take you long to find out if somebody can play.
No.
I mean, literally, like if you're watching a tryout, you can separate them fast. And so as a football player, I could tell we could do 5 drills and I could separate everybody from the ballers and the non-ballers just that fast.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is I'll say it was, I think that it was a terrible prank. But in the end, I think it worked out for the guy, because if they wouldn't have did it, he definitely wouldn't have got the call.
Yes.
Because he didn't get the call.
He didn't get the call.
But because it was so embarrassing and made national headlines, they were like, man, we'll look out.
That's love, man.
So, yeah, he was invited.
The Atlanta Falcons gave my guy from Long Beach Poly a shot, man. Remember the guy from Long Beach Poly got accused of rape and then had to go to jail?
I thought that was Seattle.
Seattle did, but I thought Atlanta did too, man. Because, I mean, Pete Carroll gave him a shot. But I'm pretty sure Atlanta gave him a shot. He didn't make either team. Pete Carroll gave him a shot because Pete was supposed to give him a scholarly when he was at USC. Pete was going to be his coach. So Pete looked out, and and I'm pretty sure Atlanta, because I remember seeing a game and he wore number 53 because his goal was to be on the 53-man roster. But it didn't work out for him. But still, like I said, man, I just want to give Atlanta one more piece of props. I dissed you earlier with the Super Bowl joke. But, hey, man.
I made a mistake, Kyle. It's not the Atlanta Falcons. It's like he's got invited to that football hub.
And what is that?
Some type of tryout, man. What is it? What is the hub?
Man, I take back everything I just tried to say about Atlanta, man.
HUB football tryout on May 23rd, so it already happened. And if we haven't heard anything, we
guess not, man.
Quandary,
I thought we were having a good story, and it turns out we're not.
Quandary probably didn't make it.
Yeah. When we come back, man, we have some good news for us.
We have good news? Quandary made it?
No, it's for us, man. I'm sorry, man. And then after that, we have a Dear Erby from a guy who's facing a moral dilemma. What should he do? Kamala and I are going to coach him up. It's the MRA podcast. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA podcast of Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, we actually got some good news, man. You teased it on the show. You told people you were going to tell them what the deal was. What's going on, man?
Kyle Erby.
What's up?
The MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal have officially been entered into the American Black Film Festival for Comedy.
Hell yeah, man. That feels good.
The ABFF Comedy Festival.
Yes. Not just entered in, but accepted Kamal Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yeah, we're accepted. And it goes from June 2nd to the 13th.
June 2nd to the 13th. So if you go to ABFF, look it up, Google it, and you can check out how you can check it out. But how cool is it, man? Because, you know, like I said, they don't accept everybody, man. They listened to our joint. We applied. They liked it. They brought us in. We're competing to be the champions, man. I think that's pretty cool, man. Thanks to you. Thanks to Vertina for making that happen, man. Good shit, dog.
Oh, yeah, man. No problem. No problem, man. We got something, man. People starting to catch on, man. We got angry chicks, you know, working out harder.
Treadmill.
You know what I'm saying? Treadmilling, like, you know, with all that anger and energy. I mean, so we doing good things, dude.
Nice, man. Okay, so we got to talk about Naomi, man. She dropped out of the French Open. So basically, this girl says she has some anxiety, some depression, and she didn't really want to speak to the media. And she said, "Hey, everyone." She dropped this thing. She said, "Hey, everyone. This isn't a situation I ever imagined or intended. I think now the best thing for the tournament." The other players and my well-being is at a withdrawal so that everyone can get back to focusing on the tennis going on in Paris. Steph Curry supported her while Nadal and Billie Jean King said speaking to the media is part of doing business. Here's my take, man. She does come off looking soft. Okay. Not saying she is soft. She can't be soft and be that good of a damn athlete. She's one of the best. She is the best of her generation, period. She's not soft, but she comes off looking soft. But mental health is a big thing. I remember Ricky Williams. He hated speaking to the media. I remember Ricky Williams just wears a damn helmet when he talked to the media. That's how bad it was for him. I remember Marshawn Lynch. He hated speaking to the media. And people don't give a damn about how these athletes feel.
No.
They don't give a damn. They just want what they want from athletes. What say you, man?
Well, okay, so I'm going to play both sides of the fence right here. So on one hand, I understand, like, the tennis organizations and just like these federations, these professional sports leagues. Mm-hmm. You know, I understand what they're saying because it's like, listen, man, the reason why we're able to pay you all this money because it's a partnership. Mm-hmm. You know, we set it up for the media to ask you questions, to write stories about you, to, you know, low key promote you, to get people to watch, and the more people watch, the more money you generate, and the more money you generate, the more money we can pay you.
Yes.
So on that hand, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like Naomi Osaka's thing is, she's 23, Kyle. She's been a pro since she was 16. Mm-hmm. And they don't talk to her like she's a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old. They talk to her as if she's a professional athlete.
Yes.
You know, and there's no training for that. I mean, they can try to put you through some classes, but the fact of the matter is, these are children. Yes. These are kids. And it's a grown man and grown woman sport. It's grown man and grown woman money, and they're getting asked grown man and grown woman questions.
Yes.
And oftentimes it's not about the game or, you know, you're lost and stuff like that. It's more personal. Do you think if you know, it's the emotional thing that these grown-ups, these 50-year-old people asking this 23-year-old a question about life and her choices, and that affects you and all of this stuff. And for some people, man, it's a lot to handle. I'm pretty sure for most of them, it's a lot to handle.
Yes, it is.
You know, and what happens is they say a lot of dumb shit or rude shit, and they get categorized as aloof and all this stuff because of they weren't ready at a young age. And then when they get seasoned as an adult and stuff like that, then yeah. But you know, the narrative is already written about these people.
Yeah.
You know, Barry Bonds was an asshole early on in Pittsburgh. You know, because the media says so, because he didn't like the way he was portrayed, and he didn't like certain questions that they were asking him and not his teammates. Right. And so the thing about it is, man, these are people. She's a person. She's like, hey, listen, man, I don't feel like talking to y'all. Well, we'll fine you. I'll pay the fine. Well, if you do that, then we'll just ban you. You know what? I just won't play.
How about I won't play then?
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, you ain't got to pay me. I just don't play. And what? And
leave me alone.
Leave me the fuck alone.
I just want to play the game.
Yeah, and I'm not hurting nobody but me. But guess what? Osaka's a big name. Osaka is one of the people they use to promote this shit, promote the event. Of course. And so it's like, man, she's got them bent over. And when you got somebody bent over, when they got you bent over, you got to kind of, march to their drum.
Yeah.
And she's laid down the big joker. Fuck it, I won't play.
That's the only joker. That's her biggest card. This is the only move. That's the biggest move she can. And she decided to use it. That's how serious it must have been for her.
Yeah, get off her back, man. Federer and him is 40 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Billie Jean King, it was different. It was different. Sports, journalism was different when Billie Jean King played.
But even if it wasn't, Kamal, even if it was harder in her day, everybody can't handle that thing. Like I said, the Marshawn Lynch's. Like I said, the Ricky Williams. It used to really bother me to have to watch Ricky Williams wear a helmet in his interviews because he hated it that badly. Here's the thing, Kamal. I'm not a big fan of ever forcing anything. Because, look, man, ladies, if he don't want to get married, somebody does. If he don't want to speak to the media, somebody does. Somebody always is willing to talk to the media. Bill Belichick hates it. He's not even giving you a good interview. He doesn't want to be there.
Popovich gives terrible answers.
Hates it.
You ask a stupid question, he's a 70-year-old white man. You ask a stupid question, he will give you a stupid-ass answer.
He doesn't want to do it. It's not. I don't want to hear that they have to do it to sell it. Kamal, they can sell the tickets without her speaking. I know they can. Or they can wait till she feels like speaking. She has earned the right to finally say, no, thank you. And I'm so glad she's exercising that, because sometimes it takes a woman to complain, because dudes ain't going to complain. We're not.
No.
We're not going to complain. We're going to walk it off even if it's to our detriment.
And fuck up later on.
Dude, where in the fuck you think they got paid vacations from? It's from women entering the goddamn workplace and demanding that shit. Women, I'm being honest. It takes a woman to complain to get shit to change, because guys ain't complaining. And then when they do, you know what they tell us? Man, walk it off. Stop being a bitch.
Stop being a bitch. Yo, there's a clip on YouTube, man. It's from like, I think it might have been Michael Jordan's last year or the second to last. Whenever they played the Utah Jazz, I think it might have been the last year. Well,
he played in the
twice.
last 2 years.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I don't know which championship it is. I think it's the last one. Sure. And Peter Vesey is interviewing Karl Malone after the game.
Yeah.
And it takes every morsel of strength of Karl Malone not to just scream on this guy. This motherfucker just lost the championship.
I literally just lost.
And Peter Vesey's asking him, do you think you gave it your all? And how, all that shit. It's like, motherfucker. Right. Right. And so Peter Vesey's trying to get a story and tell this narrative and paint the picture to his audience. And Karl Malone is like, nigga, I just fucking lost the biggest game of my career.
Yeah.
And you asking me, do I think I gave it my all? And how do I look myself in the mirror? All this bullshit. And so my point is, like, it's been going on for years that when they catch an athlete after an L, when they catch Serena, they just want to catch Serena after an L. They've been wanting to catch Floyd after an L. It hasn't happened. Just to get up there, put that microphone in his face, and like, how does it feel?
Thank God he hasn't lost.
Yeah.
When we come back, we have a Dear Erby from a guy who's facing a moral dilemma. What should he do? Kamal and I are going to coach him up. It's the MRA Podcast. You need some advice in your relationship?
And can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Erby letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages.
Encourage divorce.
Taught a guy how to please his woman.
Encourage divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Let's get in this Dear Erby letter.
Let us.
Dear Erby, what's up, guys? I love the show. Check it out every week. I got one. I'm going to make this quick. Tell me what you would do. I met this girl online a few months ago, and so far it's been a blast. Fine as fuck. Sex is amazing. She cool as hell. I fell in love fast. I moved in after only a month together, and it's what you could imagine. Live in pussy. She cooks. She wakes me up with head. Damn, that sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Oh, it's the greatest fucking situation ever.
Yes. She takes care of a nigga full strength. Had me wondering if she was too good to be true.
Is she?
Yesterday, she told me she might be sick and she thinks it might be a terminal illness. She hinted that if she is sick, she wanted me to take care of her. I don't know about that. I don't want to seem like a bad guy. I ain't signed up for no shit like this. What should I do? Tremel in Lancaster. Kamal, what should Tremel do?
Tremel, this is a rough one.
Yes.
This is not easy. This is not easy at all.
Yeah.
Tremel, I'm gonna give you some advice, and I'm gonna come off as callous and heartless, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. First thing I would do, Tremel, is find out if she's got a life insurance policy.
You were right how you was gonna come off, Kamal. Right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm not being funny. It's like I will find out if she's got a life insurance policy, and the second thing is find out what type of insurance she has. I don't know if you're bold enough to ask her, or you can hint, or get your Javante Davis's girl. You get your Javante Davis's girl skills on and find out. Do your snooping, and you find out on your own. But let me explain why it's important. If she's got some type of health insurance, really, really good, depending on what she's got, then there are programs that can help you take care of your girl, and so you're not doing it on your own.
You sound a lot better now. Come on.
Yeah, you're not doing the heavy lifting on your own. It's like, oh no, we can get her some, I don't know if assisted living, but we can get her a nurse to come in. Yeah. We could do all of those things, so you're not there doing all the heavy lifting. Life insurance policy, honestly, because depending on how bad she is, this might be, some years. And I know people who have taken care of sick people and they've had to quit their jobs. They've had to pretty much give up their life. But when it was over, they went to Europe for 4 months on the vacation.
Yeah.
And so I think if she's got like some bomb life insurance, and you take care of her, I think she would want you to enjoy yourself when everything's said and done. As long as you make her comfortable and you there for it, because nobody really wants to die alone. I think that's probably the scariest thing ever. Is just going to the great beyond alone. It's a tough thing, Tremel. I think you are a stand-up guy. That's why you're writing this, because if you weren't a stand-up guy, this would have been post-nut. This would have been the post-nut story.
Yes, it would have been.
Like the time you almost moved in, or the time you almost married the sick chick. And but I think you are a stand-up guy, and I think maybe she was searching for somebody with your qualities. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that, she was looking for somebody to spend the rest of her life with. And she found you. I hope she wasn't just on the fishing expedition and just looking for anybody that would take the bait.
Wow.
I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that she was like, this guy Tremel, stand up, man. He listens. He's warm. He's loving, and this is the guy. And she kind of roped you in with the head in the morning. I probably would have been roped in as well.
Of course, myself included.
Yeah. And so, Tremel, I think you gotta, this is a conversation, man. This is a straight up and down conversation. But I got the sneaky suspicion that if none of those things are are there as far as life insurance and the bomb ass insurance plan, I think you'll still be there, dude.
Man, we come back, I'm gonna win. Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Kamal, you said something that I did not realize, and that's the fact that this might be a setup. You know, as a guy, once the sex stops, we get pissed because we're like, what? I thought this was forever. You know, I know many men that had these great girlfriends, and then they got married and the sex stopped. And what it feels like to us is that you set us up. And they might, but what actually happens is once y'all get married, a lot of times you'll have kids, and that coincides with it. Or a lot of times, yeah, she is just trying to get a husband. And once she accomplishes that, just like with us, we're trying to get some ass. And once we get the ass, we move on to the next challenge. They do the same thing. They're trying to get a husband. They get a lot of pressure in society to have a husband. They finally get a husband, and they relax. I mean, that's why it's so hard to win 2 championships back to back. The Lakers and Dodgers are about to find out. It's really hard because you let the air out. You say, "Whew, I did it." But that's why Bill Belichick always says, "Hey, man, no days off. We got to go back and get it some more." My point being, you have no idea what it's like to be with this woman without her on her best behavior. You are about to find out, because over human nature, she's gonna relax a little bit. It's not gonna be the same. And then you're gonna have to throw in the fact that this woman's sick. I hope to God that she did not try to lure you in. If she did, though, I understand. She don't want to die alone. She needs help. I just wish she would have been a little bit more upfront at the front. I hope she didn't do that to you. But let's come from her perspective. She's afraid. I don't know why. I don't know if she has family, but she wants somebody she loves to take care of her. The problem with this, ladies, is a lot of times there's only one nurturer in the relationship. You know, you got the boss, and then you got the assistant. You got the nurse, and then you got the patient. If your nurse gets sick and your nurse looks at the patient like it's your turn, sometimes we're looking like, hey, I ain't no nurse.
I don't know how to do this shit.
Not only do I not know how to do it, I don't have any desire to do that. And so it's really not fair to Trammell to ask him to be what you are. But I get it. That's that old school logic of like, I did this for you, now do this for me. And I need you to hear this, ladies. That's not how a lot of guys think. A lot of guys think, yeah, you're doing this for me. That's your job. I'm not sure what he's bringing. Sometimes guys just think, I'm bringing you a man. But stop thinking because you did it for him, he's going to do that for you, because that's not real. It's logical, but it's not real. So, Trammell, since you wrote me the letter, I'm going to say this. Or wrote us a letter. I'm going to say this. I hope you will stay and take care of her. I know it's not our thing. A lot of us types of guys. Kamal, I don't know how nurturing you are. I'm guessing you're not very much so.
Not at all.
Me, neither am I. I suck at it. This is why, that's why you're attracted to a nurturing type. You've got a great nurturing wife. I'm attracted to the nurturing type because that's not me. Patrice O'Neal has a great joke about how when guys get sick, women step up. And then when the girls get sick, the guy's like, look at your coughing, sick, sneezing ass away from me. I paraphrase, and it's hilarious when he does it. But my point is, I do hope you'll give it a try, Trammell, because you just started this letter about how awesome she is and how great what you're getting from it. Well, damn it, man, if she needs you, man, do your best, man, because you've been taking a lot out of this. Now it's time to sow some back. Where can you find you?
Twitter, Instagram, and Clubhouse at Angry Kamal.
Nice. I'm at Kyle Erby on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the MRA Podcast, where you can find us both on social media. KyleErby.com is my website, man. You can see some of my commercials, some stand-up. Stand-up is back. I'm very happy to be back at it. The MRApodcast.com is where you can listen to all 148 of our episodes. Check us out on DynastyRadioNY.com. I believe we're coming on Tuesdays now. And 1073VIP.com, our affiliates in New York and Illinois, respectively. Come out, you bring it every time, man. Thank you for your patience getting this episode together, man, for your expertise. Oh, and thank you for getting us in that festival, man, submitting us. And we got in. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. No problem. That's what we do.
Yep. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MR.